Owen is happily having his breakfast. He really likes tomato. I like tomato too. It's pretty good. He just likes to lick the juice and the seed part, which I guess is the best part, since people who say they don't like tomatoes don't like the fleshy part. They think it's mealy, or it's, I don't know, that they don't like the texture. So I guess you could say he's eating the best part, the juice and the seed, the little seed packet. Yeah. See how he holds his tail sideways? Poor little Owen. Yesterday they got one of these little like green sticks and they loved it. They went right to chewing on it. It's actually for rabbits, but I know when I had cottontails, like their grass food stuff, like all the variety, they smell really good. And the description sounded pretty awesome. So this is a mix. It's got alfalfa, it's got good greens, you know, for anybody really. And they like chewing on it, so I gave it to them just as a supplemental greens option. And of course they have a mineral block just to make sure, since they're in captivity, that they're getting everything. Owen doing his funny chewing. And Aden is very restless. There is a cat roaming around out there, and he is like, he wants to see it, and he's just losing his mind while the wild ones bark about it. I haven't had either one of these guys get their adult squirrel voice though. I haven't heard either one of them bark or crow, which they're old enough they should. I'm not sure why they haven't been motivated with all the other ones doing it. Oh, hi. Yep, you can work my screen. Those little squirrel hands. So I don't know. Kind of waiting around for that milestone, and they haven't done it yet. I'm not sure why they're still so quiet. Huh? Aden, why don't you get your singing voice? Why don't you start barking with the other ones? You're old enough. I've had squirrels younger than these guys do that. They always sound funny. It's kind of like young crows when they first start testing out their voice box. They sound really awkward and funny. It's not a nice crow. So squirrels kind of do the same. They sound really funny when they first try it out. But I haven't heard them try it all. How's your Salt Lake? That's good? Yeah. Your brother, I know, he's such a pain. He keeps bugging you. Huh, Owen? Alright, so that's pretty much it. Breakfast time again. And Aden being a nut. Yep. He was just outside the aviary too, so I put him back in because of the predator alert. Sorry, kid, you're back in here because I don't trust that you know what you're doing. He did come right back in though. He still feels very safe in here. So this is the safe place. He came in on his own, just opened the door, and he went right back in as soon as he got scared. Oh. So anyone who isn't in rehab doesn't know that. It's, I'm not holding him like against his will or, you know, like anything awful. He's still not technically an adult yet. He is 16 weeks, so he's not 18 yet. Just like human kids, you know, they want as much independence as they can get. He keeps jumping on my phone. Sorry if I'm making anyone sick. They want their independence, but they're not ready. You know, they don't know enough. So he's equivalent of a 16-year-old boy. He thinks he knows, but he really doesn't. And as soon as things start to get real, he comes right back home. But once they're full adults and they really know what they're doing, they do not want to be in a captive environment, you know. Same with people, right? You don't want to live in your parents' house when you're in your 30s. Like, that is just the biggest bummer, and you only do it if you absolutely have to. Same with rehab. When they, you know, get into real trouble, sustain horrible injuries, they will come back and they will allow a captive environment because they really need the help. But as soon as they're better again, they are off again. And that's it. So please let your brother eat. And I have gloves this time because with his activity, I am just getting torn to bits. And Aden doesn't mean it. You know, he can't retract his claws. But man, are they sharp. I had blood dripping on my hand. I didn't even feel it when it happened. They're so sharp. It's like a cat scratch. I didn't even feel it when it happened until it was done. I was like, wow. He did smell the blood. He came over and he was grooming my hand. Not on the wound, obviously, but, you know, just to, you know, he felt compassion for me. I was bleeding, but, yeah, I have gloves now, like I'm supposed to. But you know how it goes. You get comfortable. You break your own rules, and then you have to kick your own butt back into doing things properly. So yeah, I got head to toe protection now, except for my face, but thankfully he really doesn't try to climb my face, which would be really bad. Huh? Aden, I know. This weekend though, you'll get a full day out because I will be able to babysit you. Whereas right now, I gotta go to work soon, so. Okay. And Owen, you're such a model kid. Look at you. What a good boy. You're such a good eater. Owen has his new, well, he's had teeth, but he got some dental work because of his injury as a baby. It did cause his bottom teeth, one of them, to grow very long. So he went to the vet for the first time. He was very scared, but he was so good. Such a good boy, huh? Owen, you were so good with the vet. And my new vet is just as wonderful as my old vet. Lots of, you know, squirrel rehabbers that also work there. So he was in great company. We respect him and did our best to keep him comfortable, but they did have to drill down his gnarly tooth. He's feeling much better. You probably can't tell, but I can tell just because I'm around him a lot. He immediately felt better, huh, Owen? And your teeth trimming worked out great. Looks like they're working nicely. Yeah. Okay, kid. Well, I gotta get back inside, get ready for work. You kids enjoy yourselves.